Today we're gathered, as one of the posters on the wall says, it's a time to remember, a time to act. We've heard about our leadership and our partners' commitment to keep acting and the resources, and we couldn't do what we do without them. Abby moved to Bergen County 2 years ago. She took a year to settle, but quickly picked up her advocacy torch from Monmouth County and brought it to us in Bergen County. The idea for the signs and the flags and the displays in our community in Bergen County came from Abby Boxman. Came from Monmouth County, so we're grateful. Last year, she started to engage with us as a volunteer. She's a member of our local advisory committee on alcohol and drug addiction. We call it LACADA. It is a mouthful. And she has also volunteered for many other organizations in the community as well, doing her work as an advocate. This morning, Abby and her family, her husband John and her son Danny, will tell you their story. It's people like Abby who fuel our energy to keep taking all the steps that we're taking, despite the roadblocks or the tragedies that we experience along the way. So Abby, please join.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, I'm Abby Boxman. This is my husband, John. This is my oldest son, Danny. We lost our son, Justin, and we also have one more, but he lives in Georgia. His name is Andrew, so we couldn't be here today. My husband and I relocated to Bergen County from Monmouth County in November of 2022. That's because my grandson was born. We moved here as bereaved parents after the loss of our middle son, Justin Joseph Boxman, on July 13, 2011. Our family collectively continues to do its due diligence on advocating in honor of Justin and all those who have lost their lives to substance use disorder. We honor Justin in spreading awareness and prevention, reducing stigma. I've advocated for legislation. I've actually advocated for the Narcan and the 9/11 bill back in 2013. So this is what I do. I move mountains in honor for all those who have lost their lives. And also, as everybody has spoken here, reducing the stigma. Stigma is the biggest barrier, as we know, to addiction, and we need all of us together to help reduce that. And we've also helped others in their grief process, running support groups and being there for others who have lost their children or any one of their loved ones. As my husband and I began to volunteer with Alumni in Recovery, I wanted to bring what was already established in the other counties in New Jersey here to Bergen County, and that was the purple flag displays throughout the towns. This vision of mine and this initiative is for everybody, for children, teens, adults, parents, and almost everybody that can be impacted by addiction, because we know addiction does not discriminate. So as we all know, the impact of addiction and the substances affect everyone, families, and communities. And it takes a village, and we need our villages to sustain these efforts. With the help and collaboration of the Division of Mental Health and Addiction Services here in Bergen County, Alumni in Recovery, and Bergen Newbridge Medical Center, my vision has come true, and here we are with our first flag displays, and everything purple in Bergen County, which is amazing. A little information on International Overdose Awareness Day, which is celebrated August 31st, and this was first initiated out in Australia about 10-15 years ago, and it is an international campaign, and it's the world's largest campaign in creating awareness and prevention on the dangers of substance use while reducing the stigma. This day also memorializes those who have lost their lives to overdose and acknowledges the lifelong grief of those family and friends that are left behind. The theme for International Overdose Awareness this year is Together We Can, which highlights the power of our communities when we all stand together. As you see here in Bergen County, we've all joined this campaign, and throughout the month of August, you will see purple flags being displayed within your towns. So if you get a chance, see those, tag those pictures, tag Alumni in Recovery, tag a new Facebook page that I just created, Bergen County Overdose Awareness Day, so we can get that word out, because that's what we need to do. You know, recovery is celebrated as one day at a time, and in order to be successful, those who walk that journey do so with the fellowship of others, and that's a crucial piece of their sustained recovery. Those of us who grieve our loss of our loved ones from substance use disorder or just one pill walk that journey alone. We're expected to move on because they wouldn't want us to suffer, or because it's been X amount of years and you know you're not over it yet. Like, come on. The expectation is different, especially with grief that's caused by your person, which is something called disenfranchised grief. It's not recognized by a lot of those in the community. But grief is grief and love is love. And all of us who have lost a loved one to any kind of substance uses are allowed to honor and celebrate our loved ones. Our fellowship is sharing our stories, raising prevention and awareness, and reducing the stigma that's attached to addiction. As we gather here today to remember Justin and everybody who's lost their lives to addiction, which we know those numbers are far reachable than we can even think. There's over 1 million people plus that have lost their lives. But I want everyone here to keep their families in your hearts while honoring everybody as we respect them, as we respect them as sons and daughters, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, families, whatever they are, but as they're amazing people as they were as they walked this earth. Please understand that the raising of this plaque here in New Ridge Medical Center is a symbol of our community coming together and acknowledging that together we can and that together we will. So in honor of all those who have lost their lives, I'd like to just take a few minutes of silence just to remember them. Thank you, Shelby, for having me bring my vision from all of us, all of our family and friends, and all those who have been impacted by this. Thank you, and thank you, Bergen County. Let's get that flag.